around Holland. So today we're on the Voorne Canal at Hellevoetsluis. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. But we've been here a couple of days. Today we're fishing for some roach and bream. Yesterday I went on a boat fishing some big jig heads, some little jig heads with some worms and lobworms, catching pretty much anything we could catch really, because I've always wanted to do that sort of fishing, go on a big bit of water, boat, and just see what we could catch in some big wild rivers. So we went and did that yesterday. You might have seen that, or it might not be out yet, it might be after this video, but you want to watch that because there's a fish I've caught that I've never caught in my life, and the sort of fishing we did on that boat, I don't think I've ever heard anyone ever do that sort of fishing, but it definitely was. I know I keep saying every time I go out and try something new that it's brilliant. It's like the best. Like, but honestly, the fishing on that boat was like, I can't. You're just gonna have to watch the video to like see what I mean. But anyway, enough of that. You might hear a bit of racket in the background. We're actually sat in the mouth of the harbour. There's some posh flats being made, so there's a bit of construction work there. But apart from that, just look at it. Look at where we're sat. We've been here, got here at 6 o'clock, and it was pitch black. Freezing, absolutely freezing cold, and I'm gonna have to. We'll be in t-shirts later, but there were fish top. I've never seen the size of roach. Like I stood with my gob open, like watching them top. They were like dolphins coming up. It was ridiculous. I've never seen anywhere like that, and I'm hopefully gonna catch some of those big roach. I've had 2 fish in 2 chucks already, some lovely bream, so let's get some bait on and see if we can snarl another one. I'm fishing, dead simple, nothing fancy, 11-foot rod, so the rod I use when I'm fishing on canal at home, and then I've got a worm on, nice red worm, a cast. I'm going to chuck a caster on just to stop that worm from coming off. That's literally it. That has caught me, them 2 fish. Little feeder. I mixed up some natural ground bait, some a bit sticky and dense because it's like pretty deep out there, because obviously you've got to think them big boats come straight in and out, so it needs to be pretty deep, and I've plumbed up. So I'm chucking just into that deeper water, and I've dragged a bomber bar, and it's nice and clear. So let's have a chuck and see if we can catch one. I've actually fished this canal when I was a kid. I used to come on the... Oh, have I? No. See, it's still not that. It's just landed now. I'm just going to straighten that hook length out, because I caught one of them doing that, like literally twitching the bait. I didn't even get a chance to put my rod down last time. Let's see if we can get one. But yeah, I fished this canal. God, how old was I when I fished this canal? I must have been 10 last time I fished it. Fished it with a couple of my fishing heroes. Bob Nudd. It was one of the Browning meetings, and it was one of the things that I really liked about being part of the Browning family was we got to, like, because of obviously teams all over Europe and stuff, well, all over the world really, and we used to have a meeting every couple of years, and we had one here, and we all fished the Voorne Canal, and I drew next to the Vincent brothers on one day, and Bob another day. Had a really nice time. you learn so much as well on those, and you just get to meet nice people, different people, and learn their sort of fishing and things, and then you can take it home and adapt it and like think. And it's just like I'll always remember that as well, always remember it. Me and my dad came over, drove over in car, really nice. That's why it's just nice to come back, and I remember a few bits, but it's nice to just come back and just have a few goes on some of the stretches, and hopefully try and catch some of them monster roach, because I've heard that there's been a 5-pounder come out of this stretch. But honestly, if you'd have seen the fish topping earlier, I had to keep looking and seeing to see if they were like actually fish or ducks. But they were fish. Honestly, they're massive, massive. I started off just with like 5 feeder lots of that, because obviously I've got a couple of the locals up from me. I was watching them, and they put a bit of initial feed in at the start, so I thought I'll do that. No point in reinventing the wheel. But I think the lad on ends had 1. I'm getting an absolute battering by chap in middle. He's had 3. I've had 2. But hopefully we'll snarl into a few more. But for now, just have a look at this scenery. Take it in. You might have seen that I've been doing a few videos, different videos, doing a bit of different fishing. And that's the sort of thing that I'm going to be fetching to you guys on here. Obviously I'm going to still be doing still doing my match fishing and my river fishing and my canal fishing, but I want to be doing, I've always wanted to do different styles of fishing and see different places and meet different people. And I think, why not do it? So that is why you see me doing a bit of this, a bit of that. I'm here, there and everywhere. Because I just think now's the time just to do it. So, and to be honest with you, I'm really, really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying my fishing a bit more actually as well. Like my match fishing a bit more. So yeah, one day I could be sat here in Holland catching bream on a feeder. Next week I might be fishing for F1s, shallow with casters on an overshotted rig. But like, it keeps that buzz there, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows when you go fishing, you get a little bit of a buzz. There's a feeling, isn't there? And I lost that a little bit, sort of like a year or so ago. So way up. Oh, like that buzz there where you get it, where you see your tip move slightly. That's the buzz I'm on about. Yeah, and I feel like I'm getting it back a bit, and I've got a few little trips and stuff, little things a few places I've always wanted to go, whether it's fishing, whether it's just on holiday, and I've just decided I'm going to do it. You spend too much time thinking what if, or like regretting things sometimes, don't you, in life? I just think now's the time to actually go places and see, meet people and do new things and just enjoy it. Just really, really enjoy it. I want to take you guys with me. And I'm like, this trip's been mega. This Holland road trip's been absolutely mega. There's been some slight changes of plan. Things don't go quite the way you want it to, but it don't matter, does it? Like, look, I sat here, we're catching, we've met a few new people. It's just nice. We'll be so lucky with the weather as well. So lucky. Because it seems every time I go fishing at home, it's either blowing a gale, piddling it down, or both. Which is a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. But apart from a bit of racketing background, bloody lovely here, innit? Couldn't sit in a nicer place. Dead simple. All I've mixed up is a bit of ground bait. I've got a few casters, a couple of worms, and some maggots. That's it. I'm chucking in and out. Yeah, let's have a look. Put casters on that, but I don't feel that's right. I'm going to lob another worm on. Let's see. Yeah. That's been out a while, that, and we've not had one little knock, so I'm going to stick another worm on. I can find one. And then oh, that's a nice one. Stick him on, or her. I'm going to cap it off with a nice golden caster. 14 hook, don't be shy. I did put a slightly smaller hook on at the start, and well, that last fish I caught snapped me hook. So don't think you're coming over here and the fish are like the fish from home, because they're blooming not. They pull like heck, and obviously a big bit of water in it, so there's some current in it. You just want to step your gear up ever so slightly. Just line a bit. Straighten that all out. Make sure you've got one of them, for God's sake. You'll lose your gear otherwise. Them bites I've had have been ferocious, and they pull like heck and all. God. I've set up here and all. Just, you'll be thinking, why the heck are you so far away from water? I've set up because it's actually tidal. And plus also, have you seen size of boats that have been going by? They're massive. So one of them going by, it'll create a massive wave, and you just get absolutely piddle wet through. So that's why I sat up here out the way. Bit safer. I've got my box in. But yeah. So we've had a couple of bream. On first couple of chucks. We're watching locals, and they've had the same. They're caught faster than me, but it's slowed down for us all now. Whether or not all them bream have come in, eaten everything and gone, because let's be honest, one of them bream, how much that'll eat a fair bit of food, won't it? So if you've got a load of them out there, it'll go through his peg, eat it, through his peg, eat it, through mine, and then that's it. So it might be worth banging a couple of feeders out. But we'll leave this for another minute or so and see. Hey up, next door in. Oh, he is. Oh, he's giving me a right. Tell you what, I'm glad I ain't got a quid with him, because I'd be losing it now. What's that? Is that a bream? Another bream? They're just immaculate. And these are the small ones we've caught. We ain't caught any of the bigger ones yet. Dead cute. Man next door's brought his little dog with him as well. Little dog sat there on edge of water watching. Lovely, innit? Two lads on end as well, fishing. They got here just after I got here. It's like 6:10. They got set up and they're sat literally on the same peg, chucking. I have noticed how sort of communal the fishing is here, where like when you're at home, if you sat here and here, they'd play hell, wouldn't they? But like, they're both sat up there, fish. Is it Continental style fishing, where the fish near each other? It's just a nice way of fishing, innit? Go out with your mate and just sit on the next peg. I think we should do a few more of those matches in UK. It'd be a good laugh either way, wouldn't it? But yeah, can you imagine being sat next to your mate fishing all day? I'm not sure whether and who would you pick as well? That's the thing. Who would you pick to have sat with you for 5 hours fishing same peg? You don't want your mate who like fills it in, because it'd just be carnage, wouldn't it? No. And we're in. Oh my god. This one's pulling. I've just had 10 minutes with the gentleman on the next peg, because to say he's given me a clattering is an understatement. It's absolutely... I'm glad I ain't got a quid of him, let's put it that way. Give me a right battering. He's just landed the biggest bream I've ever seen with my own eyeballs, like, in front of me. Like, ridiculous. It was 60 centimetres. Just get, like, 60 centimetres it was. So I've just sat with him for 10 minutes and just sort of looked at what he's setting up, because he's fished this for a week. He comes here on holiday, he's actually from Germany. And I've gone and just had a look at his setup. Very, very similar to what I'm doing, but it was the hook bait. I wasn't being big. I'm not... I don't know whether this might be my biggest bream, you know. Jesus. Oh my... Oh my god, get it in there. Oh. That just... Yes! That is the biggest fish. That's the biggest fish I've caught. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. That's insane. I've literally just this fish is that is the biggest fish, biggest bream I think I've caught. Wow. I don't know. There we go. Oh, he's a gnarly one, ready to go. Oh. Here we go. We're ready. This is a warrior and a half, innit, that? Look at that for a fish. Right, sorry folks, I got a bit too giddy. And I told the cameraman to cut it there because I wanted a private moment with me. Biggest bream I've ever caught. I needed some private pictures with me and the bream. But as I was saying, before, I was getting a few knocks and stuff. And I caught a few of the smaller fish, but the chap next door, he was absolutely giving me a battering. So I've gone over and had a can of pop with him, sat down with him, and just watched him and witnessed a 60 centimetre bream, to which I've then asked to see what his general setup is. Because you know me, I'm not shy. If I want to try and find something out, I go and ask. So that's what I did. So basically, he's using the same, very similar stuff to me. He had a little bit heavier feeder on, so that I had 35. He had a slightly heavier feeder on. He had a 45, so I've put one of them on. He's got a little bit longer hook length, so I've put a little bit longer hook length on. But the key thing that he were doing, and I weren't, was basically I was being a little bit delicate, shy with my hook bait choice. I was thinking maybe 1.5 worms, 3 maggots or something. Maybe a worm and a maggot, a worm and a castor. Oh no. So, you're sticking 4 worms on. 4 worms on a 14. Cap it off with a maggot. And then you get one of them chunks. So, I've just chucked out again 4 red worms and a maggot. And let's see if it goes round again. Right, I've just reeled in just to do 2 casts in and chuck a bomb out, chuck a straight lead out over it. But I've come in and they've nailed all my bait. So obviously, I've got to go back out with the same setup because obviously there's fish there, and I'm gonna put 2 big dendras on like that, and then a red worm. That's some big bait, that. And then a maggot just to keep them little, well not little, keep them sods on. Look at that. If I were a bream, you'd have to have a big old mouth to get them in. Right, let's give it a chuck. Putting nothing in the ground bait like I did. Just wanna, right. Definitely fish out there. We're gonna catch it. Here we go. Let it get to the bottom. Any minute, there we go. Just slack, get all rid of that slack. Straight on there. Right in butt red. That is so important because some of the bites are really aggressive. Straight on that. Look, straight. Straight on that. You'll notice as well that when I've been baiting up, I've not been too fussed if you've been getting if you're creating a bit of an area when you're feeding as well. Just because I think those fish move around in big shoals, and if you're feeding all your bait in that area, yeah, alright, it might disperse and create a bit more of an area, but having that area and creating a bit bigger surface area, you're creating an area for all them feeding fish to come in and graze. Because you can't catch a load of fish on like a £1 1p area, can you? Oh, there's fish there. They're nibbling at them worms. The question is my bait too big for these fish that are in my swim? But I don't really want to be catching them smaller fish. I want to be catching them bigger fish. If I was in a match, it'd be a different scenario. You just catch whatever's in front of you, but I want to be in the chance of catching a bigger fish. Take a bit of line off. So we're just going past where we've been going. Let's we can pick some fish up off the back of this. Oh! How's that? How has that got that bait in its gob? that little, there's worms. You could see that is full of them worms I've just literally fed. Little blighter. I'm not sure what fish this is. First fish of... Oh my God! Is that a... That isn't a roach. Is that a roach? Oh my! Oh my God, it is! Oh, I'm gonna weigh myself. Oh, if I get this fish in. This is the... I've just had the biggest... Oh! Oh my... Oh! Oh my God. This is the fish we've come for. Just need a minute. That is a roach. Look at that for a fish. Belting fish that. I knew the bream had backed off, but what a fish. Let's get this back in the water and try and catch its big brother. It's probably going to be my last cast. I say my last cast. It might be my second to last cast. You know what we're like. We might have another cheeky cast after this. But what a trip this has been. Alright, the fishing's not been as prolific as previous years when we've watched other people come across and see their catch rates, but it's been bloody good still though. I've caught my biggest bream, biggest roach I've caught in Holland, and I've even caught a species that I've never caught before as well, a first, which is mega. And the information and coaching we've got off Tom yesterday when we've gone out on the boat has been like second to none. And the information we've had from the tackle shop as well, the local tackle shop's been bang on. But they've both said as well when we've been talking to them that the fishing's not been as good as previous years. But the information they've given us has made sure we've caught, which is mega. Just shows, doesn't it? Local knowledge is massive. But what a great trip it's been. And to be honest with you, it'd be nice to fetch some of you guys out with us. So that's why I'm thinking we might organise a bit of a group road trip. Maybe end of this year, maybe next year. But keep an eye out for that, because that'll be a mega one, that. But for now, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll enjoy the next spot I go out to. But for now, see you later. Got another. That famous last cast again. This one feels bigger, this one. I've just gone to get me bag of worms that I had a few left in, thought I might as well feed them. And I've come back and I've just seen my tip move ever so slightly, so I've picked up. Here we are. Not sure what it is though. Oh my days. It's a bream. The big one. Oh, that's a big fish, that. Look at that fish. Absolutely stunning. Oh, wow. Get him in. Oh. That is the right fish. I have to walk down the bank to go get it. Same size as the last one. Oh, yes. Oh. Have a look at him. Look at that. That is a right day's fishing. Look at them. Quality fish from Holland. Get yourselves here, guys. Thanks for watching.
Heart beats fast, colors and promise.